The word rickshaw comes from the Japanese word jinrikisha, which means human-powered vehicle. These vehicles were first used in Japan in the late 19th century as a form of transportation, with a person pulling a two-wheeled cart carrying passengers. The concept was later introduced in other parts of Asia, including India and China, where they also became popular modes of transportation. The term rickshaw is believed to have been coined in the early 20th century, when the vehicles were first introduced in British India. The British found the Japanese term jinrikisha difficult to pronounce and modified it to rickshaw. The term quickly caught on and has been used ever since to describe this mode of transportation. Today, rickshaws are still used in some parts of the world, although they have been largely replaced by motorized vehicles in many places. Rickshaws are a common sight in many parts of the world, particularly in Asia. They are small, human-powered vehicles that are used to transport people and goods over short distances. They are typically used in congested urban areas, where larger vehicles are impractical, and are often seen as a cheap and convenient mode of transportation. Today, rickshaws come in many different forms, from the traditional hand-pulled carts to motorized vehicles that are powered by gasoline or electricity. They are typically used in congested urban areas, where they can weave in and out of traffic and quickly transport passengers to their destinations. In addition to being a means of transportation, rickshaws have also become a cultural icon in many parts of the world. They are often decorated with bright colors and patterns, and can be seen as a symbol of local culture and tradition. Despite these concerns, rickshaws remain a popular mode of transportation in many parts of the world. They are often seen as a more environmentally friendly and affordable alternative to cars and other motorized vehicles. In recent years, there has been a growing trend towards electric rickshaws, which are seen as a more sustainable and efficient option for urban transportation. Rickshaws were first invented in Japan in the late 19th century. They were initially pulled by a person on foot, but later versions had a small engine attached. The first rickshaws were imported to India in the early 20th century, and they quickly became popular as a means of transportation in crowded urban areas. The word rickshaw is believed to come from the Japanese words jinrikisha, which means human-powered vehicle. Women power. In the late 19th century, women were not allowed to use the male-driven jinrikisha in Japan. So, women-only rickshaws were introduced to the streets of Tokyo in 1887. These rickshaws, called joshi kuruma, were pulled by women and used exclusively by women. Environmental impact. While rickshaws are often considered a low-emission form of transportation, the cycle rickshaw can have a significant environmental impact. The production of the tires and tubes for these rickshaws is not sustainable, and many old rickshaws end up in landfills, contributing to the growing problem of electronic waste. Record-breaking. In 2006, two Indian men broke a world record by pulling a rickshaw over 2,000 kilometers, 1,243 miles, from Mumbai to New Delhi. The journey took them 19 days, and they were recognized by the Guinness World Records for their achievement.